Alright kids, here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. Well, the moment that some of you have been waiting for. We're going to continue with our Mystery Minis unboxing experiment. Now, the last one that I did a couple of weeks ago, you remember I opened up all of those X-Men mystery boxes, the GameStop exclusive ones, and did not get any GameStop exclusives. Well, most of them were GameStop exclusives. They all came from GameStop on the clearance sale. These cost me about $1.25 a piece. So I went ahead and opened them all up as part of an experiment. I opened an even 12 to see how close I could get to a set. And this is as close as I got, was the 6 that you see lined up here. Everything else I got was doubles. I got 2 of Emma Frost. I got 2 of Storm. I got 3 of Mystique and 3 of Sabretooth. So it wasn't that great when you consider that there's actually 18 in the set. There's 12 regular figures, 3 GameStop exclusives, and 3 Hot Topics exclusives. So it was disappointing. I thought it was disappointing. You know, most people, they'll tell you that if you buy a whole case, that you have a good chance of getting a whole basic set. But most people can't afford to do that. Even 12 of these 12 of these, 12 of these at $5.99 a piece. That's $6 plus tax. That's $72 for a dozen, and tax is about 80 bucks. Most people can't afford to run out and spend 80 bucks on a dozen of these or 160 on 24 of them in the hopes of completing a set. It's cheaper for them to buy them aftermarket one at a time. Yeah, everybody hears you, Romeo. Yeah, of course, Romeo is here interfering with what I'm doing. But yeah, not everybody can afford to do that and buy them all at once. They pick up 1 here, 2 there, and that's what happens. They end up with like part of a set, a piece of this and a piece of that. Yeah, make yourself comfortable, Romeo, just wherever. So that's why I do these experiments, just to help people to get a feel who are on the fence about buying the mystery minis, to see whether or not they want to be bothered. And so far, I have not been too pleased. I wasn't too happy with how things turned out with the X-Men, but I said I would do the Garbage Pail Kids. I'm going to go ahead and do them. I probably am not going to be opening any of the other ones, because I know someone who wants to trade me for them. And that's the ones that are back there. I've got some Walking Dead, Gears of War, Spider-Man, Warcraft. There's a WWF one there. There's not much. But I'm going to trade those with somebody that I know. And then these, I guess we're just going to go ahead and open them up and see how it looks. So let's get started. You know, because that top was loose, I thought there was a chance this might have already been opened, but obviously it has not. So let's go ahead and cut it and see what's in there. Bag's not sealed very well, actually. I don't think I have to... Okay. And it's some kind of a bug. Who is this? Are they named on the back? Buggy Betty, I guess that is. Buggy Betty. And I remember the Garbage Pail Kids when I was a kid making fun of the Cabbage Patch Kids phenomenon. You know, they had the cards and stickers, which are a now infamous set. They've brought those cards and stickers back. You know, there was actually even a Garbage Pail Kids movie in the 80s. Very cheesy, very 80s. Goofy kind of film, if you're nostalgic about that sort of thing. These are a lot easier to open than the X-Men were. Look at that. And who is this? That is Split Kit, I guess. And I'll tell you, I'm kind of impressed at least with the size of these in comparison to the X-Men. Let me bring one of those back over here. They're a lot larger, so, you know, at least I feel like I'm getting a little more out of it because they are the same price. Let's continue. Easier to open than the other boxes. Larger pieces, although this one doesn't feel very big. And the bags are easier to open. They just kind of peel out, see? Barely stuck together. And it's another different character. And that is Corroded Carl. And he's got a lot of acne and a little bottle of... Oh, and they are jointed. Their arms and necks are jointed, unlike the X-Men who are not jointed at all. But he's got a bottle of pimple cream here. A little bottle of pimple cream to hold on to. There we go. All right, so far so good. 3 down, 9 to go. And this is the second series Garbage Pail Kids, by the way. Look, that's not even glued. It just flopped open. Second series Garbage Pail Kids. See, by this time on the other video, I already had a double. And this is Mean Gene. No relation to Mean Gene Okerlund, I'm sure. For those of you who are into the original WWF culture, you know who Mean Gene Okerlund was. So far, so good. That's 4. And I do not know if there are store exclusives from this series or not. I haven't looked into it. I'm sure somebody does. Come on. And that is Brainy Brian. And look at that. You can remove his actual brain. That is bizarre. Let's see if I can put it back together. All right, Brainy Brian. Keep going here. Another one not glued, just popped open. Oh, here comes Romeo, I hear him. Oh my. And that is Beastie Boyd. Beastie Boyd. Let's get some earwax problems there. And like I said again, these are much larger than the other ones. I'm doing a lot better so far than I did opening up the X-Men. I mean, that's a half a dozen already without a double. And if you watch the other video, and I'll put a link to it down below, you can actually sense me getting kind of frustrated with how that went. But as I said, when people buy these out in the real world, most of the time they can't get a bunch at once. And they don't run into sales like I did, because this came from the GameStop clearance sale, which was half off of all the clearance. So I got really greatly reduced prices on all of these. And that is Fryin' Ryan. Fryin' Ryan. So far, so good. Let's keep going. So yeah, I mean, I think it's more worth it if you can get a really great deal. That cellophane doesn't want to let go of me. Not glued again. You can get a really great deal on these, but even at the full price, I don't know if I would really want to invest. I guess it just depends on taste. And who's in here? Again? Got my first double. That is Buggy Betty again. So I now have 2 Buggy Bettys. Oh, I just hope I don't get any more. No more doubles. Come on. We'll see. This is kind of like gambling, you know. You're investing in something and you don't know what you're going to get, for sure. I think that's what disturbs most people about buying these, because they really don't know what they're going to get until it's too late. Another double. See, here we go. And that is Split Kid again. So now I'm starting to move away from getting a set here. Because, you know, I actually kind of dig in these a little bit. So if I had a complete set or close enough to it, I'd probably keep them. You know, the X-Men I was going to trade or give away. Oh, I got somebody different. That's good. And this is Eerie Eric. But hold on. Did I miss something? Yes, I did. Hold on. There was an accessory. It fell out over here. Let's see if I can find it. There's a little bone. It's got a little bone to hold on to. All right. 2 more. Wish me luck. You know, as I was saying in the previous video, this is very reminiscent to me of the old gumball machine prizes. There's an accessory in there as well. And that is, who are you? Kim Kong. Kim Kong. And she has a little banana here. If I can get her to hold it. Kind of. Okay. Kim Kong. Reminiscent of gumball machine prizes and how you put your quarter in and you turn the machine and there's a picture card or a card with prizes stuck to it inside the gumball machine, and you really want to, not even glued, look at that, you really want to win those top prizes that are in there, but you never can, so you get the same prizes over and over again and they're all junk. And this is sort of like an advanced version of that because these are really expensive. And then when you're dealing with something like Loyal Subjects, you're paying quite a bit, like upwards of $13. And the last one is another double.
Boo! Come on, is that it?
And that is Corroded Carl again with his pimple cream. So I have 2 sets of doubles out of this entire endeavor. So I have 9 out of 12. 9 out of 12. And that was all out of a box. So I have 3 extras that I don't need. And if I want to complete a set, I've got to dig up 3 more. And it would be a lot cheaper for me, again, to just go online, go on eBay or something, and just buy them, than it would be to continue to buy these and try my luck, because I would probably have to go through at least a dozen more to pick up the ones I'm missing. And who am I missing here? Cyclops, right? Richie Wretch, and Brainy Jane, if I wanted to have all 12 from Series 2. So, like I said, it did a little better than the last one. Apparently you do better if you can get them all from the same case. It's still expensive. You know, under normal circumstances, I would not invest in this, except that this cost me less than $2 a piece for these. So I've got 9 out of 12. I got 3 left over, and that's how it went. I did better than I did with the X-Men set. The X-Men set I was kind of disappointed in, not just with the ratio, but actually even the quality of the figures I was not too happy with. These at least are a little bigger, so you feel more like you're getting something for your money. Because these other ones, these X-Men little figures, they look more like a Happy Meal prize to me. Like, I would expect to see this in a Happy Meal prize. But it's not in a Happy Meal prize. They put it in a box like this and charged people $6 for it. That's what they did. So, I'm not happy with the X-Men at all, ratio or quality. The Garbage Pail Kids I like a little better. So I hope that's been helpful to some of you. If you're on the fence about this and you're deciding whether or not you want to bother with mystery minis, maybe you learned something today. I did. Hope you found the video interesting. I do my best. Please do like, share, and subscribe. A big thumbs up is always appreciated. It's the easiest way to show your appreciation for the video. Please do subscribe if you have not already. Remember to hit the notifications button if you are a new subscriber so that you can be alerted as to when new content comes out. And please share it. If you think you got something out of the video, please do share. So, once again, folks, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.
I'm recording. You don't want me to record?